that Linda the director was very stressed over the production being a weird, horrible production, which it was. Shelley Winters would refuse to come out of her dressing room for hours at a time, demanding a pillow. Where's my pillow? I can't find my pillow. We must have it.
Why did she need a pillow?
I don't know. She didn't like sitting on her butt.
Right here, we have 3 living right now.
Wow.
And so one day I don't know, laughing or playing along.
We got one in his bed, another. We got 3 right now, mine.
And she took me into my trailer and closed the door and sort of unleashed on me and reprimanded me and said, if this movie is a failure, this is your fault and you have to. And I think she was just trying to get me focused because I was rigid and you're eating sugar, I don't know what. And it was so devastating at the end of the movie to have the director come and sort of unload all the stresses onto your shoulders as if it's somehow your responsibility that things are going. And I just burst into tears afterwards. I just thought that was so lame.
That was
lame
horrible.
And the 12, 13-year-old kid, for fuck's sake.
So fast forward to 17 years old and Steven Bochco. Your parents are lawyers, and they say to you, we'll move to LA with you if you get a job on a Steven Bochco series, because they were fans.
Sort of, yeah. They said it was the other way around. They said we would never do a TV show, because it would uproot us as a family, right? Because if you go do that, it's not making a movie for 4 weeks.
Because they have to legally be on the set and want you, and they don't want to.
They're required to be within X number of feet by state laws, but also they're lawyers in New Mexico and not in California. So they can't just start practicing law.
You have to pass the bar.
Correctamundo. So we just took TV shows out of the equation, and they said their caveat was unless it was the Steven Bochco show, because he's fantastic and they love law and they love
and then weirdly enough, they didn't know this, but Steven Bochco was planning a TV show about a teenager who's so brilliant he goes to medical school and he
as fate would have it, that's exactly what happened.
And you get the part. Yeah, it's unbelievable. The whole family packs up and moves to California, like a Beverly Hills. And your parents take a lot of shit because they're on the set with you all the time. And I guess they get branded as the showbiz parents, and you're there with them all the time.
Any parent with a child actor is branded as the showbiz stage parents. It's a really hard job position for anyone to be put into.
It had to be weird for them because they were 2 lawyers, successful people, had a pretty good living and all of that.
They're required by law to be sitting in a folding chair, watching their child with absolutely no other purpose.
I am so blown out.
Very weird.
I am so blown out your parents did that for you. My father would have been like, fuck you. He would have done it. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Was that a hard show for you to do? Even memorization-wise, I don't know if this is true or not, but sometimes like when you were operating on someone, they would put the script in the body, like on the body. So
I would do it.
It's hard because it's a lot of medical drugs, right?
Yeah, and that was what he was really smart at, because he was a genius guy, so he knew all of these facts, so that was part of the dialogue, was that he would just spout out all these things in the middle of whatever, so we would get small little sides, they're called sides, little mini script pages, and that's what you use to rehearse, and then you would fold it up and put it in your pocket. But if we were doing any kind of operating scene, I would just rip it out, just rip the little square of dialogue out and just set it right in the in the wound. And that was perfect, because as you're, that's where you're looking when you're talking. So sew it up.
I'd have to write down everything.
Yeah, if you watch that show, I would put on every clipboard all my lines, and I would write them in different places, so it didn't look like I was just reading. I would flip the page and I'd be the second half of the line.
And they never got mad at you for doing that, because sometimes
that was so weird. That world was very weird, because I was 16. I was 16 during the first season, which meant I could only work 9.5 hours all in, and 3 of it had to be school. So I could only work.
I love this acting.
What's the math?
Hell, I get
6 hours.
And so, thanks. And so, and then the next year I could work 10.5 hours. And then finally I was old enough, but when I was only able to work 10.5 hours, and the school had to be 3 hours of the day, and they could be in 20-minute increments.
Way to set the priority straight. School 3 hours.
But here, listen to this. 3 hours total, 20-minute increments. So they would so we would rehearse the shot, and then they'd rush me to school while they lit it. And the guy, the second AD or whoever was on top of me, would be looking at his clock literally to the second, as soon as it was 19:59, 20 minutes, they'd knock on the door and they'd pull me and we'd shoot the shot. And then they'd put, so I would, you know, getting to school, you'd sit there and you'd decompress for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, go to the bathroom or whatever. You had literally school for 11 minutes.
What a joke. I mean, what a wrong message to send to a kid, right? Well, you never went to college. That's one of your big regrets, right?
I don't think anyone in the industry really thinks that a kid learning, you know, geometry is going to help their craft as an actor.
But what a pressure.